that is utterly conditional and gives the message over and over and over relentlessly that as we are not enough, we're wrong, we are unworthy, we are bad. So it's quite natural that we would have similar loops running around in our heads. But you know, it is only in our thoughts that we are separate. It's only in our thoughts. Most of us in here have read all the books, gone to all the classes, workshops, read stacks and piles of books, sat for hours on floors. Most of us have been down that road. And yes, I know I'm not separate. I know that I am one. Yes, I know. Then why do so many who have traveled similar paths still experience a yearning, a longing? What is it that we have been longing for all along? We have been longing for the love of ourself, to honestly, in our heart of hearts, all our hearts, say, I love you. I love you, Mary. To look in the mirror into my eyes. That which these that have had such limited perception for so long. And once upon a time, the thought of looking into my own eyes and saying that, well, you know, no, thank you, rather not. But I began, and when I do it now, I mean it. Because I know who I'm looking at. And it is not this form. I am looking at, I am in a Mary suit. And when I do look into my eyes and behold who I am in truth, I love you, Mary. And even when backing up and looking at this form, this being, I love you, Mary, I do. Because we are sweet, we are kind, we are generous, we are merciful, we are compassionate. We are all these things. We're funny, and we're fun-loving, and we're innocent, and we are full of wonder. And when I do this little exercise, little something plays through and says, and I love you too. We're loved. We are love. We are the product of love and of light. So, when we look out upon the world, seeing only with these particular senses, that are oriented out here. Being overwhelmed with despair and powerlessness would be an easy slide to make. But I know that by beliefs, feelings of shame, feelings of guilt, feelings of unworthiness, feelings of rage, every single feeling that along the way of my life I didn't know how to deal with. Didn't mean that that energy went away. I just got really good at stuffing and denying it. And I'm not the only one, because what we are beholding out there are the components of our collective consciousness. We have been unwilling to face our shadow. Fearful. Fearful. And what is our shadow but just the parts of us that are looking for love? And we are the ones who can open our arms to those children, those traumatized children, the adolescents that were struggling to be accepted. We can open our hearts to all that we've been and have compassion. We all have stories, we all have memories of a little of this and a little of that in our childhood. Made us feel about like this. And those aspects need to be called forth, because they have information and their carrying it has caused them to suffer mightily. And I would that they suffer no more. You've carried it long enough. Put down the chains. It's time for you to be a child and live in my heart. And by the way, while you're taking up residence, I would love a few lessons on how to be a child again. Teach me innocence. Teach me wonder. That, like Yeshua, I will have the eyes to perceive the beauty and the glory of our Creator in every single thing. Because that really is all there is to see. We need. And we have the power and the authority as children of the Most High. It's time for us to write a completely brand new story, because this is a brand new earth. Never, ever, ever before have we been at such an edge of the obliteration of our planet and all life here. Or we can become willing to go inside and honestly ask, where in my life have I felt this sort of rage? This blind, murderous rage? Where have I condemned? Where have I been judge, jury, and executioner, when in truth I did not know one thing about anybody? So, I accept that I am a child of the Most High. I am a light being. I am made of light. I'm brighter than I used to be. I'm brighter. This is something we can all do. Turn up the frequency of your light bulb. In truth, we are made of light. We know this now. It's a fact. None of this would have come to pass in my life if I were not willing. If I were not willing to accept who I am in truth. I'm not afraid to say I'm afraid anymore, or to acknowledge that whatever just fell out of my mouth, oh, there, look at that. I just fell right back into the old trapperoo. And instead of calling myself several not so nice things, I say it's okay. Come on. Come on. I mean, after all, eons of time. This has been big, didn't it? Come on. Compassion for exactly the way we find ourselves right now. Stop judging. Love has no opinions. There is no higher or lower. There is no you and me. There's we. So, I suggest that we get about writing a new story. And as you all come up and light your candles, from the one light of love from which all other light streams forth, I invite you to light your candle in a remembrance of the light that dwells within you as you are the face of God. Each one of your faces, God is peering out at me as the God within me beholds you. And you light this candle, your candle tonight. Hold that light in your heart. Allow it. Acknowledge it. Be grateful that we are the ones who are in charge of whether it grows brighter or more dim. The choice, moment to moment, is ours to make. Let us choose to suffer no more. So, Vicki has something that that she would like to share with us, which is a beautiful, beautiful poem that she wrote, and then she will invite you up to light your candles.
There's a poem on the chairs called Wings of Love, and feel free to recite it along with me if you would like to. Should we have them like the
No.
Carry me into the light where darkness is no more. Carry me, wings of love, to a place of beauty and rest. Carry me across the desert, into a fruitful land of joy and peace. Carry me into the light on wings of love.
Thank you, Peggy. So I invite each of you, come up, kindle the flame that shines because you have chosen to be here this night, and you have chosen to be the light of the world. So come on up. Partake of the one flame, the one love. Behold the flame. Behold. And feel within your hearts the brightening of the divine spark of love that is the heart of who you are. Tonight the gift is given tonight. The gift is received. Let it be so. Let it be so. Let it be. Allow it to be your truth. The truth that you will shine out to the world. Let it be the truth of you that you have accepted and acknowledged in gratitude and humility, for it is a gift of grace. It is a miracle. All things are miraculous, but a change of mind changes everything. Contemplate these things as we go out this night. Carry these things in your heart with you wherever you go. Be watchful of the words you choose, and even more so of the thoughts you think. Our thoughts create our experience in this world. believe what Yeshua came to tell us. These things I do, ye also shall do in the fullness of time, and I tell you, it is now the time. To recognize that we are indeed brothers and sisters of our beloved Yeshua and children of our divine Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Lord. So it is.